Hello everyone and welcome to my tutorial video for Edexcel IGCSE English Language B. In this video, we are going to learn how to answer the analysis question of section A. This section contains 40 marks and there are two analysis questions, questions 3 and 6, based on two text extracts, text 1 and text 2. The question contains 10 marks for each of them. Both questions follow a similar pattern, and in general we can say the question says, how does the writer use language and content to engage and interest the readers? Keep in mind that the focus of the question will change depending on the question. So don't expect the same question in the exam paper. The focal points of this question are how, language, content, engage and interest. While answering, we need to focus our answer on how language and content from the text engages or interests the readers. To answer, a set of steps is necessary to be followed. Step 1. We need to read the passage and look for a set of language and content points from the text. Now, you might ask, what are language and content points? We will follow up on this in a future video. But right now, to say in brief, language points are linguistic features that are necessary to write and beautify a piece of writing. For example, parts of speech like nouns, verbs, and adjectives. A writer may use some specific kinds of nouns or verbs or other parts of speech to specify or emphasize the subject of the text. Then there are figures of speech like metaphors, similes, etc., without which a text may seem somewhat bland, or with the use of which a writer may artistically present or make the readers visualize something. Finally, there are varying sentence structures that brings character and variety to a text. Then, for content points refer to the main ideas or key elements that are covered in a text. They provide a structural framework and outline the important information or arguments presented. This can be a lot of things, ranging from plot structure to basic information to the tone of the writing. The next thing which we need to keep in mind while reading the text is that we need to pick points from only the extraction zones as per the question. For example, in this question, it says to explain how the writer tries to interest the readers through Harry's description of the Great Hall of Hogwarts. The language and content points we pick for the answers need to be focused on Harry's description of the Great Hall of Hogwarts only. Now let's look at the corresponding text. In the text, only this highlighted part contains a description of the Great Hall only. The rest of the text focuses on the descriptions of the sorting hat arc from Harry Potter. So, the extraction zone for this text will be this highlighted part only. Any point identified beyond this extraction zone will not be a correct answer to the question. This is very important to keep in mind. Now, after we have completed figuring out the points from the text, we need to move on to step 2. In step 2, we write down the points we identified in the answer script using the PEE format, PEE format. In the PEE format, the P stands for point. The first E stands for evidence and the last E stands for explanation. Now let's look at an example of how we can use this format to write down our answers. In this sample question, the question asks us to explain how the writer presents his impressions of New York City. From the corresponding text to the question, let's say we have identified this highlighted line as a language point that serves the question. What kind of a language point is this? Let's read it. It says, when you walk along the busy streets of New York, it's like somebody turned the volume up. So there has been a direct comparison between two unlike or different things using the word like. So we can identify that it is a simile. Now let's see how we will write this down in the answer using the format. According to the format, we first need to write down the point. So we will write the writer uses simile. Next up, we need to provide the evidence. We will do so by writing down the main part of the point we identified inside quotation marks. We can discard any unimportant part of the sentence if the sentence is too long using 3 dots or an ellipsis. And lastly, the most important part, we will answer the how part of the question. We will write down the explanation for how this line or point interests or engages the readers in the way he or she presents his impressions of New York City. Here, firstly, we can explain what the sentence truly meant. So we can write that the writer here is trying to compare the experience of walking along the streets of New York to the sensation of someone increasing the volume. This comparison suggests that the city is incredibly lively, loud, and bustling with activity. After we have explained what the writer wanted to convey, we will describe what effect the following point has on the reader, which in this case we can say the writer's impression is that New York City is a vibrant and energetic place which is presented in such a way that the readers can perceive the writer's atmosphere more vividly. And with that, we have concluded the writing of the point using the PEE format. All this time, we answered only one point. The mark for writing one such correctly written point is 1. To get full marks on this question, we will need to write 10 such points from the text. I hope I was able to clearly convey all the necessary things needed to answer the 10 marks analysis question. Stay tuned to the channel for more tutorial videos. If the video helped you, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.